say the same thing, like, what are we even doing here? Like,
what are we even doing here? Sometimes you feel some type of way about something, and you feel that you're the only person that feels some type of way about that. And then you start fucking talking shit with someone, and you're like, yo, everybody feels like this.
Everyone, I think, is at this place now where we realize, like, what are we even doing here? And we are live.
Hello.
Welcome.
For episode 1.
Episode 1. All right, guys. So, to be honest,
you're gonna tell them?
I'm gonna tell them.
Stop it.
I have to. Everyone's probably like, "What's taking these people so damn long?"
I felt so fake right now. Welcome to episode 1.
I was kind of doing it sarcastically.
It felt weird.
Episode 1.
They're probably still like, what the fuck are they?
Welcome to What Are We Even Doing Here? We recorded our first episode, and I was editing it, and it was okay. It was good. It was more of a technical difficulty kind of situation.
Mm-hmm. A few technical difficulties.
You know, I was loud. I laugh really loud into the thing. I'm overpowering him. So
control your laughter, woman.
I'm trying. So I'm a very loud person. I'm sorry, and I'm dealing with a very quiet person.
Very quiet, but it works out really, really well for the microphones. It's like the perfect tone.
I have to like lower my tone. Like, hey guys. Everyone's like, that's not how she talks.
You come around, you get real loud.
Okay.
Listen, we're live. It's different.
What are we even doing here? Yeah, so I'm Ashley.
I'm Stephen. Stephen. A lot of people might be like, wait, I thought his name was Steven. But it's actually Stephen. I'm trying to get better at pronouncing it appropriately for everyone.
How does that even happen?
You know, America happened. My name is Stephen, but always, you know, just like people would mispronounce it or put too much emphasis on a certain part of it, and then I was just like, my name's Steven. Steven. It was just easy. People read it and they automatically say Steven. But I'm trying to make a point now, and Stephen. I need to remind myself sometimes, which is pretty sad.
That's crazy that society has forced you to change your name.
Okay, it's kind of sad. It's not kind of sad. It's sad. Yeah. But anyways, Stephen.
And what do you do?
And what do you do? What a fucking interview. Okay, well, I'm still a graduate student. No, I'm kidding. Working on my degree still for the past 12 years. 15. And and I do behavior therapy. So I basically do ABA on not just children, but adults. ABA can really be used on anyone. Whether they have a learning disability, whether they don't, whether they're trying to learn something new, whatever it is, you can use ABA to basically shape behavior. And that's basically what it is.
I feel like a lot of people I didn't know what it was until you told me like what you did. I had no idea it even existed. No, I always thought it was just like psychologists or like psychiatrists and counselors, but like it stopped there.
That's like the number one thing. Like, oh yeah, I do behavior therapy. They're like, oh yeah, well I gotta watch out, or can you help me, or oh I need you for my daughter. And I'm like, you don't even know what I do. Okay. But yeah, that's cool.
I like that.
Tell them a little bit more about you.
I own a marketing media content company, whatever you guys want to call it. I'm shifting it toward media, to be honest.
Start doing everything.
Everything. It started with like small things like business cards. Remember we were doing this like last year. And now we've worked our way up to managing social media accounts, creating videos for people, taking professional photography. So we do everything. And we've really started to fall in love with the photography aspect and making videos. I've really starting to love that. It's become like a hobby, I feel like. Like the other day we went to the botanical garden. We just took pictures.
Just took some time. We got a little bit of brain. We're looking for some butterflies.
We did not find any butterflies.
And it's been really weird. We've gone to these places and we've had encounters with these like circle mazes. Really, really weird.
It's really like a witch vibe.
Did we take pictures of it that day? I think you did.
Yeah, I do have pictures of it.
We'll post pictures of it.
And
Really witchy. It's really witchy.
We did it originally at Casadega, which is like a spiritual place. It's like one of the most spiritual places in the country for like psychics and mediums and stuff.
It's how far from Orlando?
It's like 30, 40 minutes. It's really close. Cool. It's really cool. We have a TikTok about it. I got a psychic reading. It was awesome. They had a fairy garden. I think fairies are real.
Do you?
Do you think fairies are real?
I don't know.
Have you ever seen like them like in nature? Sometimes they even have like
fairies?
Stuff that looks like it's for fairies.
Like what?
Like little like I saw one on TikTok and it was like and it was like a little leaf or something.
For like a fairy to sit on?
Yeah, it looked like it was like a little bath for a fairy. Like it was
man-made.
I don't know.
Yeah, because fucking people like you are like, let me just put this out here in case a fairy comes.
My mom believes in fairies too, bro.
I mean, yeah.
There's a little fairy door on her tree.
It's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. I've seen those little like fairy gardens or like little villages.
Oh my gosh. Okay. This is our ADHD at work.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're talking about mindful marketing.
That's really all I have to say.
That's honestly been such a fun journey even for me too, to like join you in doing that. Like I feel like I've learned so much from this complete I don't want to call it like a field, but area of expertise that like I just wasn't familiar with. And
I'm still not too familiar. It's been a year.
Bro, you know so much. It's crazy. It's nuts. It's nuts. Really though, like the development of just like everything, like
it happens much faster than it feels like it's happening.
Yeah. Like I feel like you can look back now
and be like, wow. Shit.
Like
we were making t-shirts at a point. We're making literally making.
We don't even touch the cricket.
I don't want the cricket in this house.
Yo, if anybody wants to buy a cricket, yo.
I know all y'all that's ever tried one. You know, you think you're gonna sit down for 10 minutes?
Yeah, no.
3 hours later.
Well, no, it's not for sure actually, because we have made like little projects, like it's still like now, like you know, like we did those cups. It just requires way too much concentration.
Yeah, I agree.
And time.
It's like very meticulous work. Once again, ADHD at work.
Yeah, we moved through like 7 topics.
So why do we start this podcast?
I thought. I mean, we started this podcast. Well, first of all, we've been talking about it for a while now. Yeah. And I personally just wanted to start a podcast because I see that a lot of people have like similar thoughts or not similar thoughts, experience similar experiences. Mm-hmm. And everyone has their own perspective on it and the way you view it. And I think it'll be fun and interesting to share that with everyone.
I agree.
And hear your experience, hear my experience. We're going to have a lot of guest speakers, so hear their experiences. And guest speakers from everywhere. Like different fields,
old, young,
different backgrounds.
Professional, young, non-professional, doesn't matter.
We want this podcast to be relatable to everyone.
Yes.
Specifically millennials. But to everyone.
Gen Z, y'all can watch too. It's cool.
Yeah, we're gonna learn. We're gonna laugh.
Yes,
it's just a vibe.
That. Yes, it's definitely a vibe. I'm so excited.
I'm super excited.
I also feel like it kind of stemmed from like a little bit of some minor depression and an impending doom of the world as we know it. Personally, I don't know. Like last month, I feel like it was such a heavy month for me. I didn't really feel motivated in my business. I felt the same energy from my clients too, so that doesn't help, right? Like when you as a manager of their social media or content and then you go to meet with them and they're not in a good mood either, it really just like, it's like not a vibe. So it makes you wonder like, what are we even doing here?
What are we even doing here?
So I would, I feel like I was just going through it and I feel like a lot of people like on my social media like was like, retweeting and posting things that were similar to how we've been feeling. And I think it hit like Stephen like a couple weeks after it hit me because he was kind of just like, oh, what's wrong? Like I literally sometimes didn't even want to get out of bed like type shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then
it's just an energy. It's really like lack of motivation. Yeah. Just like things being so mundane and repetitive.
Yeah.
It's just like,
my God. And the unknown, like this impending doom that all of us that live with anxiety.
We don't know anything that's going to happen right now with so many different aspects of things.
Can I book travel? I don't know. I might not be allowed out of the country, into their country, or what do we have to look forward to? I think that like time is like almost like fast forwarded and then halted at the same time because we're all kind of just like, a lot of people are quitting their jobs. I mean, I did last year. I think COVID made a lot of people either have to quit or they got fired and they got put on unemployment, and they found things to do that they actually liked, which is awesome for us.
It has definitely like created like this like shift
of the culture.
Yeah. Like I know so many like people now like starting up their own businesses, like whether wanting to do something small or something bigger, but like people are like doing it. They're taking risks. They're just like fuck it. Yeah.
Like we don't know how much longer we're gonna be here. The way it's going with everything, global warming and disease, and
let's not even talk about like global warming and how the weather has been.
And I think we've also, those of us that didn't already know, realize that like our government like is not going to do anything for us. Like in a crazy situation, like the government is not saving us. I didn't really believe they would in the first place, but I know there is a lot of people that believe in our government and they think, okay, they're here for us, but like they were not. What, we had 2 stimmies, 3?
2 stimmies.
And it took
when these
months
other
and
countries
months at a
were
time.
getting like monthly stimmies, monthly stimulus checks, like what?
I know someone that applied for unemployment during the midst of this pandemic and got it 6 months later. How is that even possible? He couldn't even get into the unemployment like line.
I was gonna say that's even if you were able to even get it and get in contact with them. Yo, some people are making mad bread off unemployment though. Let's not. Okay, I know some of y'all living real nice to be sitting at home, starting up their own businesses, vibing.
But I mean, this is the perfect time.
For sure.
So.
Should we talk about our zodiac signs?
Yeah, I think it's important. A Virgo and a Gemini started a podcast.
Virgo and a Gemini. Shout out to all my Virgos. We know
it's Virgo season right now. Actually.
It is Virgo season.
It was just your birthday the other day. You're the big 2-5.
2-5, quarter of a century.
It's only down from here.
Yeah, it's crazy because I feel that every year that anyone ages, or however the fuck you want to say it, specifically me right now, I feel like it sounds so much older. Like, oh yeah, like, oh my god, I'm 24 now. That sounds a little old. Right. Oh my god, I'm 25. Like, I was talking with my coworker. We're going to talk about coworkers. I was talking to my coworker and she's like, I just turned 30. I'm like, it's crazy. I was like, oh no, honey. Shout out to my coworkers. If anyone's watching this, you know who you are. Enjoy, first of all. Second of all, don't be coming up to me at work talking about my podcast, okay? Like, whatever you see, enjoy it. Ha ha, hee hee. Of course, we could talk about it outside, set up a meeting, in private, you know. So, just want to put that out there real quick. Love y'all, though. Bro, you have to. It's so crazy. Especially because what I do, I feel like it's so different.
It's a weird environment. Like, it's a clinical environment.
What I do outside of work, right. Like, you know. But it's cool.
It's cool.
We need people like me.
Yeah. Thank God for people like you, because I could never. I could never. I commend you, honestly.
Appreciate that.
I'm a Gemini.
I'm a Virgo, and this is our ADHD. Start talking about other things. Oh my god.
I am a true Gemini, I feel like, at heart. My birthday was in May, so I'm a May Gemini, which are the best kind, obviously. I think our signs go together very well. He is less impulsive than I am. I'm very impulsive in decision making. He'll overthink it.
Still make the decision.
Still make the same decision. We get to the same conclusion. I just seem to get there much faster.
Yeah. I just have to analyze it for a little bit, but I still get there. I think my personality, even though like I'm a decision maker, I feel like I'm a little more passive. I feel like we know to kind of like avoid those big confrontations. So I feel like that's also why we get along so well.
Because when we don't.
Yeah, we have gotten to those places. But it is what it is.
We're roommates, by the way.
Yeah.
So we're together all the time.
Yeah, which that can be difficult. Especially when you're so close to someone, you feel more comfortable to say things, I feel. But at the same time,
I respect you, man.
What the fuck?
I'm not going to come after you. I've come after some people, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. My impulsive, Gemini, aggressive, loud behavior.
Honestly, it's crazy, like, having a roommate. And, like, there's people that have, like, roommates that they don't know.
That's crazy.
Like, yo.
Like, I know somebody that used to like rent rooms from random people.
No, I know
like,
a lot of people do it.
I don't know how.
I don't know. How. I feel like I could try it. But I don't know. I feel like tick, yo, get your shit. Like clean up, like whatever the situation.
Because you don't have respect for them. You don't know them like that. Like you respect them obviously as like a human being, but like not on the level of like friendship or like, oh, I know how this person is, so I'm not gonna like say some shit to them today. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like John that you just met on fucking Craigslist. Yeah. What? Doesn't even make sense. So this weekend, we celebrated your birthday, even though you're kind of boring this birthday. It was really grandpa vibes.
I'm sorry that you guys didn't, like, do it up big enough for me. If that's what you thought about it.
Are you serious?
I was waiting for, like, an extravaganza, a quarter of a fucking century, and my friends told me the day before.
Yo, he was in, like, a mood. He was in a mood for the past, like, 2 weeks. I'm like, oh, what do you want to do for your birthday? Because I'm a fucking narcissist, and I love my birthday. I celebrate it all damn month. Everyone knows it's my birthday. What'd you do yesterday? Nothing. But this weekend we turned up. We went outside.
We did go outside, and I'm just fucking with her. I really didn't want to do anything for my birthday. Yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't in the mood. You know, I think there's always like this hype, and like, what if you're not in the fucking mood? You know. Anyways, my friends are still lovely, and they planned something, for me. And and we ended up going outside. We don't go outside often, but when we do, we try to make the best of it. Cause it's probably terrible because then we just get like fucked up, trashed. Like I think we've gotten. I hate to sound like this. I really hate to sound like this. I think we got used to like Casamigos because we were drinking like. I don't know what we were ordering or what anyone was ordering.
It was like super well tequila. They like changed the well to like trash, like actual like it almost tastes like vodka. Like it was so bad.
Like rubbing alcohol.
Like the highlight of my night.
Stop.
My day.
You're like getting me
nauseous, I know. Bro. Anyway, the highlight of my night.
Was it the highlight? It was honestly. Like, I told her it was the highlight of my night.
Honestly, like sorry of the day. We were out for like 6 hours, 7 hours.
There was this girl. Are we gonna say her name?
No, we're not gonna say her name. Anyways, one of our friends, you know who? Okay. She's so funny because she always talks about I don't get drunk. You're such a lightweight.
You can't do her voice like that. You're gonna recognize immediately who you're talking about.
Anyways, if you know, you know. Anyways, so I was like monitoring her behavior as we're drinking, right? And like we all go to take the shot, which was like at this point like 3 or 4. And
I feel like at first she wasn't making that face either.
No, she wasn't. But then, like, I felt that way. Like, I felt like I was going to throw up the shot. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie. I literally was skeptical to take these shots. They were huge and they were disgusting. Oh my God, I could taste it. Anyways, so the highlight was every time we took a shot after that, I would see her take half her shot and then cover her mouth and, like, almost, like, gag into the cup.
It looked like she had like she was baby barfing in her fucking mouth.
So like in response, my body was like oh my God. I didn't even tell you this. I let the shot sit in my mouth.
Oh, that's the worst. Your tongue was like cooked.
Because I watched her first and I was like,
bro.
Oh, she's a veteran, and if she's doing that, listen. Bro,
she would like walk around with that face. Like,
with a napkin on her.
I'm like, bro, you're about to make
ready for the next one. Ready for the next one after.
It was sick.
It was a fun night.
She stayed out the latest.
She did.
Which is the craziest part. That's why, though. She'd be taking quarter shots.
Now we know.
And, like, pukes them into her mouth and, like, retakes them.
I'm so mad. Stop.
Right, I'm kidding. We love you.
Love you.
All right. Let's get into our question of the week.
All right. What is it?
All right, so the question...
He has not told me this question yet.
I have not. The question of the week was, if you felt a presence of a ghost in your house...
Oh my God.
Would you choose to interact with it or would you ignore it?
You know, I believe in a lot of things.
You could
I'm cool with a lot of things, right?
Okay.
But one thing I hate, and why I hate scary movies, is like ghosts and like
but you're like spiritual,
evil, right, like evil spirits.
How'd that work?
Because I can't, like, I'm too creative in my thought process, so when I go to lay down at night, now I'm gonna think about this question. I'm gonna be like, almost like I watched a scary movie.
mouse.
Literally, like, what do you mean? You live here too?
Are you trying to fucking tell me something, Steven?
So I think you need to add to that question, like, is there something significant that makes me know?
No, but that was the point. I don't want you. I wanted it to be without you knowing whether it's a good spirit or a bad spirit or a normal spirit or an animal or whatever the fuck.
But like, what happened? Did like a catastrophe? Did something get thrown across? Yeah, like, what is it? Something believable?
Okay,
like, oh shit, that was a spirit.
Started like seeing shit like noises and shit moving. Something simple, something subtle.
At first, I'd probably go right into my panic mode and like freeze. I think that's like my first. I swear to God, if anything bad ever happens to me, anything that I've ever been scared, I'm gonna pass out because like I live in a constant state of anxiety. So like when something bad happens, that fight or flight is like going crazy, or it's not going crazy. It's literally just dead because it's done. I'm literally flatlining, bro. So that would be my first thought.
Okay.
My second thought would be like, okay, does Steven see that? Am I going crazy? Right? No, I'm not interacting. I'm good. I've seen too many crazy movies where they just do stupid shit.
Stupid shit.
First thing I'm doing is moving out.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sitting here for that.
I'm like hesitant about how much I want to like say out loud.
No,
right
go
now.
ahead.
We're in the house and
actually he be calling them like him and her. I know in the movies they say not to give it like a him or her, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what it is.
I don't be calling nothing because
we think there's a ghost in here, low key.
Yo. All right, well, I was always told, I don't know if y'all grew up with the same beliefs, but if a ghost is in your house, you're supposed to cuss it out. You've tell them, you say, get the fuck out of my house, fuck you, you're not welcome here. You say all that shit. You let them know. Anyways, I don't really want to talk about this much right now because
yo, I rebuke that energy. Yo, keep that energy.
You hear that? We rebuke that energy.
I rebuke that energy. I ain't cursing you out. I promise.
So I don't know. Did you guys ever talk about like ghosts when you were younger, like in your family?
It's
or
not
anything?
real.
No, it's not real. They just don't.
I have an Asian mom and a Puerto Rican dad.
Okay, so like my like family grew up getting haunted. Like they've all like told me like different like occasions or different scenarios where like they saw this ghost or they heard something in Guatemala, especially a lot in Guatemala. Like my sister, my mom, like it's like a thing. So I've always said if there was a ghost, I would want to make sure that I'm seeing something like real. Like right. I want to see confirm. Them write their name on paper. Or like,
yo, do you have a Ouija board? I don't know. No. Seriously, I swear to God, I will kick you out.
I'm not gonna go looking for it.
I will kick you out.
I'm not gonna go looking for it or for proof or anything like that. But if it happens in front of me, like, how can I not believe it? I've heard so many crazy stories about people like, oh, my aunt saw this. Like, you know, my aunt is not a liar. Like, da 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 da. Like,
Have you so hold on.
You know Ted?
Yeah.
So Ted told me how like his aunt like had like this like pendulum clock on the wall and it just started like spinning really fast, allegedly. And like she like witnessed it, like she's not a liar, this and this and this and that, blah 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 blah.
So have you ever had a paranormal experience at all ever?
And things that I have, maybe like noises or things like that, and I've confronted the noises. Like if it were in my house in my kitchen, I would go check it out, like what's up. And then but like I said, like no.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So
I have one. I don't know. I was young. I don't know. Maybe my friend will remember better. It was me and Kayla actually, and we were like in her room, and we were just like listening to music one day, and her door was like.
Yeah, you've never told me about this.
I haven't.
No.
I rebuke the energy of whatever I'm about to say. Mind you, she's already told me that she's suspected of some paranormal activity going on in her home, and then we were. I think I might be crazy, honestly. I don't know if it was an experience. Now I'm thinking about it. We had like this phase where we were watching like these paranormal shows.
Like, so it was like a phase binging for everyone. Yeah.
We were binging it. And it was like this one about this guy, and they had like real photos of like this spirit in like an attic, and like the ghost people went up there and like took a picture, and it was fucking crazy. Whatever. So we're watching all these crazy ones. So we're just vibing now. We're just listening to music. Da 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 da. Her door is like halfway open. And then the music stops. And it's like a radio. It was like I think it was like a radio. I don't think it was like a iTouch or anything. It was literally like an actual radio. And we were like, what the fuck? And then I think we went to go put it back on. turns off again, bro. And then we're just like, and I want to say, I correct me if I'm wrong, Kayla, in the comments, that the door like closed at the end of this experience somehow at some point, and we were like, and what did I do? I froze. in sight of danger, I froze. I've accepted my fate.
Damn. I don't know. I've never had anything like that happen to me.
Share your paranormal experiences in the comments. We want to hear about them.
Do you guys believe in ghosts or spirits?
We'll put a poll. Do y'all believe in ghosts or spirits? And if so, have you had an encounter? I like that.
We want to know. All right. Well, thank you guys for
listening,
tuning in to our successful first episode.
Sorry it took so long. I'm running a business. He's in school.
But we're gonna stay consistent.
We're good. We're gonna go for a long time. So like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends.